स्टार्ट हो गया क्या? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The game has already begun. It is Zohan versus Mountain Dew, the first game of the day. And this you're watching is Royale Rumble Season 1, powered by Thunder Esports. And the first match between Zohan and Mountain Dew has already started. A lot of kills, happening right now. 25-12 is the score on the scoreboard, and Zohan are in the lead. But in this game, we were not able to cast due to a few technical issues in the early stages of the game. But right now we are back, and we will be doing whatever we have left to done in this match. And yeah, with that, the side of Team Zohan have taken a very good lead in the early game, and the two interesting things that we are seeing here. The first one is that Fanny in the goal lane, and the second interesting thing that we are seeing here is that Sparsa pick, because I have never seen a Sparsa in a very long time. And with that, the fling Loopsy guys going down onto the hands of that Fanny. A very unlucky thing to do in that jungle area of the enemy. They should have taken the Lord already, but yeah, they decided to leave that Lord and instead go for the ganks and the kills there. Right now, Zohan on a 4k goal lead, but I don't think that is enough to win this game, especially because both the teams do lack that, Roger coming into the backline over that Chang'e there and doing a lot of damage into the backline, but two members going down on the side of the Mountain Dew. And Mountain Dew were trying to take a good fight there, but I guess they won't be able to do so. The Kator is low, he's alone there in the bottom side, and he will be taken out immediately by Prime. Prime doing so much damage onto that Gator. Oh my god, almost taking down 50% of his HP with just one single Lycan Pounce, and the Fanny as well. Just a single Lycan Pounce taking down 50%, and the execute coming in from that Sky Piercer doing so much damage onto that Fanny. I mean, right now, yeah, Zohan is just on a roll, don't you think, Tucci?
Look at that. Even the kills and even the goal is favoring them right now, and they are doing a utter chaos in the match. The turrets have been taken from left and right. Look at that. In the top lane, the Roger and the Link, they are already covering all the minions as much as possible. Oh, there we go. The feathered strike has just hit, but the Fanny is going in with the cables. He gets a kill. Even Yuzong tries to go in with the Black Dragon Storm, but he will be taking down the Roger. It will be a shutdown for him. Along with that, the Carmilla has been also slain, but it will be the Link surviving that team fight along with the Link. It will be the Xbox also. It is a 3-for-3 trade for both of the teams.
Yeah, the team Zohan coming out on top, and the Siraga armor is being blasted onto that Xbox, and he will be taken down in the mid lane area. Very unfortunate, but I guess the Fanny might be able to secure a kill. Oh, look at that flicker! The flicker providing enough defense from its passive to keep him alive. Dusty Mizo barely escaped from that cutthroat.
Oh, that is true. Pretty good cutthroat coming in, but looks like he has his trick handy for him. But on the other hand, the Lord has been taken already. That will be the level 1 Lord being slain right there. It did march in from the bot lane. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like it is the Yuzhang in some kind of trouble. He gets stunned by the Oh, Farsa, but no, he uses up his Black Dragon form. Unfortunately, it was the Roger getting caught in that team fight. But oh, wait a minute, Ling is also trying to look for an opportunity. But Carmilla is tanky enough to tank all the damage coming in. But on the other hand, it is the Fanny trying to go in the damage. Oh, the meteor shower connecting onto the Farsa, and it does a lot of damage, but it is just not enough. Also, the Xbox going in with the last insanity. It is a killing spree for him.
Yeah, and finally the engage is over. A lot of resources being used already. Zohan taking up a lot of kills and having that goal lead as well as the map control. But right now they need to focus on this game and try to end it fast, because if this Saber gets farmed up, he will be able to one shot that Roger as well as that Link. So yeah, that is why they have to be careful here and not throw this game away.
That's right, Frodo. But the Saber has one advantage. Sorry, a disadvantage, that when he uses his ultimate, he can never come out alive. Unless he is just there camping out in the bush. Oh, wait a minute, looks like the team fight has broken in the top lane. The Black Dragon form is coming in. It will be a handy, but it is the Farsa with the feathered airstrike from a distance. She's trying to give in the damage, but it is a double kill for the Roger. Roger goes in for more. He uses up his flicker, but oh, that is a triple kill. Oh, wait a minute, a maniac from Roger. That is pretty good. Look at that.
Yeah, Prime showing just why he is one of the top goal laners in India right now. And yeah, just proving why he has to be there in the Zohan squad and carry it sometimes. And Luxi guy falls off. And Roger will be taking that maniac and securing the base as well. The crystal will be falling down. And with that, Zohan secured the first win of the day. It will be victory for Zohan, and Mountain Dew will be going home with the loss. And with that, we will be coming back for more in the next game, and this time we will be there on stream from the beginning, so don't go anywhere. Zohan will be coming back for more action against Jerusalem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the second game of the day, and this is Zohan again
Who
taking
said there
on
are no
Jerusalem this
shortcuts in
Your
time.
life?
team
And
I
is
joining with
literally
me on the
picking.
invented
caster's
one.
desk will be Peachy. Peachy, hello, and what do you think about the bans so far coming in from both sides?
Pretty good bans. These are the standard bans that we always see in our ranked matches and even in tournament as well. These are the bans that we see, like the chip, the Zask, the Xbox, but I really think that they should, Team Jerusalem should
I
actually
see
ban the
lots of
Roger. We
prey.
did
Your
see in the
team
last
is
match the
banning.
Roger going like a rabid dog, trying to get a savage, but unfortunately it was a maniac for him, but it was a very good try in the last moment, right? So with that, I think the respect ban should come in, and there we go. It is the team Zohan himself uh, banning out the Roger this time.
Well, it might be because they do have the
Butterflies
second pick,
born
and the
by
Your
thy
enemy
team
side
wish,
will be
is
picking it
banning.
guarded
first. So
by
yeah,
lantern's
maybe
light.
because of that they will be looking to ban out that Roger. But on the other hand, we see that Zushin has also been banned. So yeah, if the side of Team Jerusalem does pick up a hero, they do not want to give away that Zushin to the other side. So that is why they will be banning out that Zushin here. And with that, the last ban will be coming in very soon. The Zohan team taking their time pretty well because they know this match is a
I will
more tough
protect
one than the
you.
last one, so they
Your
have to make
team
it,
is picking.
take things seriously here. And with that, the Lolita will come in for the ban.
Pretty standard bans and a good bang as well, because they really don't want to trade a Lolita with anything. The mages have been banned. The assassins are yet to be picked. I think Team Jerusalem, they might go in for a Ling again, or maybe a Hayabusa this time. But look at that, since they have the first pick, they are still waiting it out. They are trying to slow it down, or maybe they could pick up an Xbox and trade it out with the other even the assassins, or maybe the mage as well. Look at, that could be
Bandana.
possible, isn't it, Fredo?
Your team is picking.
Yeah, I mean, right now, there are a lot of picks which are
I'm
open, and
not the
anything could
only
happen
one
right now.
bound by
But
these
the
chains.
things which are happening right now are the Aurora being picked as well as the Phobias. Very, very good picks coming in from both the sides. Especially this Aurora there, she can, she has such a potential
I
to
am
freeze the
Your
vengeance
entire
team is
enemy with her
banning.
incarnate.
CC Fidget Glacier, and that is why she would be picked up first. But on the other side, we can see the Moscow and Phobias coming in already. But the Phobias, though, once it dives in, it's a very huge risk for it, because if it doesn't kill someone, doesn't take down the enemy backline, then there is no way out for him because he doesn't have any dash skills. So yeah, that is an issue here which they will be facing with their Phobias. But why do you think they have decided to pick up the Phobias here?
参上
Fovier is a pretty good contender in the EXP lane. He is pretty much strong. He's kind of in par with a Terizla with a lot of damage as well. But the revamp Phobius,
Magic
you
is
really
my
don't need a
life.
dash.
Your team
The
is
enemies to
picking.
dash. You just have to get the CC on him. You just need to get the stacks on him, and you can unlock your ultimate. That is the mega advantage for him. And with that, Team Zohunt, without wasting any time, they picked up a Moscow as well as a 4 years. Pretty strong picks coming in from their team. But I really have to say, Moscow is going to clean up all the possible turrets as much as possible.
Yeah, Moskov,
Always on
he
the
does
way.
have the potential to,
Your
create
team is
split
banning.
push during team fights, because of which he will be picked up first by the Zohan side. But on the other hand, the side of Team Jerusalem will be locking down that
Light me
Harith
up and
for
watch
Your
the
themselves.
team
The
is
world
Harith, though,
banning.
burn.
does have a better early game than that Moskov. So it might be a little bit hard for the team Zohan to do much on that Moskov unless they provide him some support. Especially that Hayabusa and Harith will be looking to take down Prime on that Moskov in the early game. They know what kind of player Prime is. He is one of the top goal laners in India, and that is why they will be targeting him a lot in this game. But for that, the Matilda is there to you know to suffice for the fact that the phobias cannot come out of
Hope
those
will
team
find a
fights. So the
way,
dash coming
even
in
when all is
from that
forlorn.
guiding wind will be able to take out that
The
phobias if
hunt
necessary. So
begins.
a very good draft so far coming in from the side of both teams. The Vixana being banned out as well, the Ruby and the X-War. What do you think of these bans right now, Peachy?
Oh, they have
Still
banned up
waters
a
run
Xbox
deep.
pretty good bans coming in because in the last match we did see the Xbox creating havoc. He's been getting kills a lot as well, even after, and even a fan couldn't stop him. So that's why they may be banned up. But in the last game, did you notice as how team Mountain Dew they banned up the Matilla as the first ban? I can see now that why they did that. Meagle, look at that. He is the roam for the team Zohan, and he picked up a Matilda whenever it's open. So it will be a good contender. Oh, Hanifam going in with a Valentina this time. Let's go. We are seeing a Valentina. But on the other side, they do have strong picks as well. The Aurora, the Hayabusa, and even the Harith. Harith, the Moscow is really going to have a hard time against a Harith. Harith having this magic damage and not a physical damage. That is a plus point for him. But on the other hand, the if the jungler is fast enough, faster than the jungler from the team Zohan, I think team Jerusalem they might be able to take this game home.
Yeah, it all comes down to execution in the end. This Hayabusa can rotate a lot faster using his shadows, but it also depends on what the enemy decides to pick. The lane is still open. I mean, sorry, the lane is banned out, so I guess there will be a very few options left. But that Fanny there, though, of course, Loopsy guys, he's a very good player on that Fanny, and that is why he will be picking up that Fanny for himself. The amount of mobility coming from the Fanny's cables as well does, help him rotate faster. And it will be very, very, very interesting to see which team jungler can rotate faster towards their goal and provide them that early game support which they need. Because depending on that, the goal laners will be able to shine. So will it be the Moskov or will it be the Harith? We will be finding out soon in this match. This is the second match of the day. It's Zohan versus Jerusalem. And with that, we are going back into the land of dawn. We will be seeing the second match of Zohan right now. Both the teams draft looking pretty strong. But let's see who comes out on top in this game.
That is true, Fredo. Look at that. And right now we are on the loading screen, right? I mean, soon we will be over with that. And look at everyone's skins, and it is just the Phobius coming in with the basic skins. I think Phobius really needs a skin with that, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the land of dawn, and this is another interesting match we are presenting to you.
Yeah, for now, pretty standard rotation coming in from both the sides. But I really think, this big, the side of Team Jerusalem picking up that Minotaur, even after they saw that the enemy has a Valentina. I mean, that's a very big risk to take, considering the fact that the Valentina can copy the Minion Fury and use it instead. So it will come down to who does it better. And with that, for now, I see both the Matilda taken down very low in that river area. The Aurora dealing a lot of damage onto him in the early game.
Yo, look at that. 3 cables coming in from Loopsy guys already. On the other hand, there is this Matilda providing them the vision. Since she is really very low, she has to go back or she is just there as a support with her second skill. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. It is Fanny getting it. But on the other hand, it is the Uigi Shadow kill onto the Moscow. But Moscow leaves in 1 HP.
Damn, but because of that, he will be forced to recall, and the turret shield's gold will be taken easily for free without any contest. And Jerusalem's had it. Like, what is the name? It's like, what? It's like Deja Vu. He will be taking in that turret gold for free, and that creates an advantage for him.
That is true, Fredo. But on the other hand, the turtle is already up in the top lane, while the Aurora as well as the Terizla, they are both trying to get level 4 together. This is the MPL rotation that we always see, and they are recreating that for us. That is the both the teams. Look at Valentina as well. She has taken the frigid glacier. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. The frigid glacier coming in from Valentina as well as the Aurora has been popped. It is the very low, Dusty Mizo securing the first blood already. This is 2 minutes into the game. Fanny coming in with the cables. And there we go. Everyone is just towards the wall, and it just gave them the leverage. And 2-man down on the side of Team Zohan.
Yeah, and the Moscow being poked down and zoned out pretty well away from those minions as well by that Herod. So yeah, like I said, the Harry does have an advantage in the early game. Because of that, he will be having a easier time in this lane. But the first step has not been taken by both the teams right now.
Fredo, wait, as soon as you said that Harriet is just poking down, I hadn't popped his Zaman force for no reason. I just saw that, and that is right. The turtle is they are doing the turtle dance right now. They are both the teams EXP lane. They're trying to zone out each other. There is a lot of zoning coming in from the side of Team Zohan. It is pretty much good, but on the other hand, I'm really surprised how Matilda is zoning them out. On the other hand, it is Loopsy guys getting a kill towards the Harriet in the bot lane.
I guess the Harry got a bit too cocky there for himself, and that is why he will be taken down. The Matilda doing a tower dive. But yeah, he will be coming out and say, oh, the Hayabusa as well. The gold laners are being targeted a lot in this game.
Uh-huh. Prime, that was such a good attempt trying to escape, but Matilda, she is very low in HP. She really has to recall and get back. On the other hand, this gave Luxi guys a pathway to take down the turtle, while Phobius is there to zone him out. Dusty Mizo, he's doing his job as a EXP pretty good, but on the other hand, Dijin actually missed out on how Luxi guys got the turtle.
Yeah, it was a free turtle for Zohan, and that will create a lot of advantage for them. Because with that turtle buff, they will get that extra shield, which will help them in those turret dives. And right now, we see turret dive coming in onto that Zaman Force being popped. He is stunned though inside that tower, but they will be coming back because they have arrived. The Aurora and the Minotaur have arrived for the backup.
Aurora is late. She is pretty late to the game, but on the other hand, even Hayabusa is joining the party as soon as possible. But on the other hand, look at the top lane. There is some poking going around a lot, where Phobius just cleared his lane. He did cut his lane, but on the other hand, in the bot lane, it is killing spree for the Hayabusa. It is Fanny trying to go in with low energy, but no. Oh, the Melon Fury connecting on to 3 members. It is Hani Fan getting a kill. But on the other hand, it is a mega kill for them. Another kill going down towards Loopsy guys, and this is why Phobius cut his lane to come help in the bot lane.
Yup, and right now Phobius will be going back again against that Harith. But Harith, I don't think he will be looking to take a fight there. And yes, he does not. He goes back. He cannot take a fight against the Phobius. And the next turtle is also up very soon. And I guess Team Jerusalem will be looking to contest down this turtle. And already a 1k goal lead coming in onto the side of Team Zohan right now. For the second turtle.
That is true. Look at that. The Terizla being focused right down in the mid lane because he knows that he cannot save his turret. With that, it is Prime going towards the turtle. He is taking it down and just waiting it out for the enemy team, the Team Jerusalem, to come out pretty good coming in. The shadows being used, for the next 5 to 7 seconds. He won't be having the shadow. So I think this will be a pretty easy turtle for the Fanny. On the other hand, she just finished up her buff. Oh, okay, but look at that. Team Zohan, they're doing pretty good job on zoning out the heroes, trying to make sure to get every single advantage towards them.
Oh, Minion Fury coming in the mid lane area, but not connecting in though because of the dash coming in from that Aurora there. The flicker will be burned. The battle is no retribution battle being won by the Hayabusa there. The Penny was not there to do anything. And with that, the second turtle will be secured by the side of Team Jerusalem. And with that, the goal lead has been reduced a lot. The 1k lead which they had has been reduced to 500. And both the teams seem to be doing pretty even in this match. I mean, I don't see any team, overpowering the other team in this match. But
Uh-huh.
in the late game though, I guess they will have an advantage. And look at that, that Terizla is being, targeted by 3 members there in the bottom lane. He will be going down. The re-engage coming in though from the Hayabusa. The Hayabusa trying to mark down that Moskov there. But the Moskov is still inside the bush. Look at the prime there. Look at the prime.
Oh my god, what just happened? It is a wipeout from the side of Team Jerusalem in the bot lane. Team Zohan, they did it again. Look at that. They managed to kill every single of the members of Jerusalem. And this is just the 8 minutes of the game. We are in the mid game and look at them scaling. They have this power spike already. And Prime, even though his KDA is 1, 2, 3, he is giving them damage.
A lot of damage coming in from that. And the thing is that the Hayabusa was trying to target his OG Shadow onto that Moskov, but the Moskov was hiding inside the bush, because of which he was not able to, target him down, and that is why they lost the team fight there. Prime doing a lot of damage as well. And the Phobias were coming in very handy, and look at that. The Phobias taking a lot of damage, as well as dealing a lot of damage and causing problems for Jerusalem in the front line.
That's true. But on the other hand, look at Valentina. She just popped she did take up the OE shadow kill. I'm really not sure why, but it's okay. I think it is her preference. On the other hand, the the 8-minute Lord is up. This will be a level 1 Lord. The Lord dance is already up, while the Valentina is getting pushed and getting airborne by the Lord. They really have to, suppress the Lord with this.
And that's the Mizo going in with those jumps into the enemy backline, and look at that. The amount of damage that Moskov is doing onto the Hayabusa is just way too much. And with that, we see the Dusty Mizo still going into those enemy backlines. He does have a lot of sustain on him. The Bacilla is also there with him to help him come out if required, and the Lord is being taken down slowly and slowly by Prime.
That is true. And look, the guys, he's on the fanny, and it is very easy for him with the cables to just dash in towards the Lord. With that, he's going in again, trying to find his victims. Looks like it will be a blue buff for Luxi guys right here. On the other hand, it is the Minotaur as well as, oh no, looks like it is a shutdown, and Desperate Sip getting that shutdown bounty for himself.
That was a very, very bad, bad engage coming in from Luxi guys there. He must have waited for the minions to go in first, but he did not, and that is why. Oh, look at that! The teleportation coming in from that Moskov with his spear, so on point and so useful to take down the skills. The Moskov doing so much damage right now. Dusty Mizo still fighting 3 people in the enemy backline, along with that turret damage coming onto him will be taking him down finally though, and he will be going down there. Hayabusa still alive. Oh, not for long enough. The Valentina uses the flicker to get that kill onto him.
No way. Sparrow just missed the frigid glacier right there. It could have been a play, but unfortunately, she will be taken down in the hands of Moscow. But look, the guys, he is inside here. It looks like it will be Harith getting killed right before. Oh wait, wait a minute. 4-man down from Team Jerusalem. It is just the Minotaur as well as the Terizla trying to battle it out, and another man down. It is a mega kill for the Moscow, but on the other hand, the minions. It is just one of the cannon minion inside, but the base is still exposed, but it is 50% HP is just left.
Very lucky that they had just one minion on the enemy side, or else they would have faced defeat right now. Team Jerusalem have to be careful there. They were even until 8 minutes, but after that
They have been destroying the game over here and there, and look at those team fights happening there. The Hayabusa taken down by the Valentina. So good play coming in from the side of team Zohan. They are just showing complete domination and showing why they're one of the top scorers. And look at that, Glacier being used as well. Minion Fury connecting on to 4 members, but you will not be able to do not enough damage on the team. So
Though, look at that. Maybe a triple kill coming in from Prime, but Prime, he is playing it safe because he knows that he is low. But on the other hand, there is this Valentina. Okay, the minions are in. It is the market. The basic, destroying the base.
Victory!
And with that, the crystal will be popped, and the Zohan will take away the second match as well. But don't go anywhere. We will be back with more matches on the other side. We still have 4 more matches to go, and the next match will be between Team Jerusalem and Team BC. Do you think Team Jerusalem will be able to take the next match though?
Oh, highly possible because they do have a chance. They give a neck-to-neck competition to Team Zohan. So yes, I do believe that they can win the next match.
Welcome back again. We are in the third match of the day. This is Team Jerusalem
Butterflies
taking
born
on
by thy
Team
wish
BC.
is
Team
guided
Jerusalem
by
coming in from
lantern's
a
light.
defeat on the hands of Team Zohan in the last game. They will be looking to take victory here. And with that, we're already into the
Your
draft. And
team
joining
is
with me on
banning.
the caster's deck will be none other than your one and only Peachy. And Peachy, what are your thoughts on this draft so far?
Hello, Fredo, and hello, everyone. Welcome back. And seeing the drop, look at that. The respect bans are pouring in, the assassins are getting banned, and even the mages are getting banned. This is pretty good ban looking because in the last game we did see some, maybe some new bans as well. But no, that is not the case right here. The both of the main assassins like the Ling, the Hayabusa, they have been banned. On the other hand, mages like the Valentina, the Zuxian, but I'm really thinking that they should ban the Zask as well because Zask is still open for a grab or maybe a edict. But
Your
no, look at
team
that.
is
The Phobius
banning.
is going down towards the, not down, but up towards the ban section.
Yeah, the phobias does create a lot of havoc in the enemy backline as well as the
Your
front
team
line,
is
dealing a lot of
picking.
damage with his ultimate. And that is why he will be banned out by the side of Team Jerusalem. And with that, the first pick coming in already, it will be the Hylos picked up. But I'm really curious as to why the side of Team BC have decided to ban that Valentina though.
As fleeting as a
Strong
snowflake's
bans coming in
breath.
because
As
we did
timeless as a
see
glacier's heart.
Valentina creating a maddening effect into the battlefield just in the last match. Hani Farm, he was just, he even the Hayabusa was just not equipped enough to kill the
The
Valentina.
hunt
Rightfully so,
begins.
she should be
Your
banned.
team is
With that,
picking.
the high loss has been taken, and it will be traded out with an Aurora and a Ruby. A possible Ruby going towards the goal lane, and there we go. The Zask is open, and they are hovering towards the Zask. I think Zask would be a pretty good pick right here if he's able to position himself in a way where he can actually deal damage and escape as well safely.
Yeah, it does seem like the Zask has an upper hand over the Aurora, but both of the mages do have a very good, a very good way to escape, especially that Zask with his nightmaring spawn. If he turns into the Dominator's Descent, he can go inside it and escape from any kind of situation which he is in. As well as the Aurora's passive allows her to
Your
stand there and
team is picking.
regenerate some HP. And in that time the team might be able to come down and help her if she's in any trouble. So yeah, both the mages do have pretty good skills to be able to survive in those team fights and do provide a lot of utility to the team as well. And right now we see the Claude has been picked up very early on by the side of Team BC. Why do you think that is though, PG? Because the Claude, I mean, it does have a lot of counters. So picking it up too early might, turn out bad for them, I guess. But let's see what they do.
Your team is banning.
But I think looking at the picks right now, Ruby would be most likely going towards the goal lane and the Xbox towards the EXP since we don't have a jungler yet. I'm looking at a flicker, or maybe the Xbox can actually go towards the jungle as well. But let's hold our horses and let's see what they will
Sir,
be
what's
providing
your
us.
command? Your
And
team
with
is
that, it will
banning.
be a pretty good ban. I really agree with you, Fredo, that how the Claude has been picked in early, but the goal lane is already picked from the side of Team Jerusalem. So there is like this thing that the goal has been picked as well from the other team. So it's okay.
Yeah, but it does leave room for the Fanny, but the Fanny has been banned out too early as well. But I did expect them, the side of Team Jerusalem, to pick
Your
up that
team
Fanny
is
for
banning.
themselves because the Fanny will be able to kill that Claude without any problem. Even though he does have a lot of mobility, but he cannot escape from the mobility of the Fanny there. But yeah, doesn't matter because right now we see the ban coming in already onto that Fanny, and the next ban coming in from the side of Team BC will be that Terizla there. So I mean, the Xbox has already been picked up, so the Terizla is not going to be picked anyway. But they are banning it out. Maybe they are expecting that the Xborg is going to go towards the jungle role. This is where the flex pick is, playing a crucial role in this draft. The Xborg might be going to the EXP, might be going to the jungle. The spell is not visible to the enemy, so they are still confused, and because of that, they will be banning out the Terrace
May
line.
the blood of my enemies flow from my spear.
That is the beauty of flex picks, Fredo. Even the Ruby could actually go towards the Roam as well.
I
So
am
there we
more
go. We might
than
be
a
seeing that,
weapon.
or might not. With that, the junglers have been picked off from the side of team Bloodline Cosmic as well. The Julian has been taken off. On the other hand, it is the Mincitar being picked as well, because Mincitar also is another flex pick. Recently I've been seeing a trend where the Mincitar is being played in the goal lane, countering that Ruby. So it could be a good counter for that.
Yup, you're right about that. The Minsithar can actually counter down that Ruby, so that is why the Ruby will be, the Ruby, to keep that Ruby safe, they will be banning out the Minsithar. But right now we see a Harriet being flashed on the screen. So
Magic is
maybe
my
this
life. Your
Ruby
team
will be
is
going
picking.
towards the roam role, and the Harriet will be going towards the goal lane. So right now the Claude being picked up too early might cost them to lose the goal lane in the early game, because the Harriet does, seem to have a better time in the early game going in the lane against the Claude.
I do agree with you. Even in the last game, we did see Harrods creating a very,
True love
and he was
is
keeping the
like
Moscow
blood.
in a tight position. But on the other hand, we all know that the Moscow is a split pusher. He really does not has to come to the team fight, and he has to just get the objectives very well as soon as possible, and he's the one doing it. So there we go. Even the Harrod couldn't kill
Trust.
that. That
Alpha is
Moscow.
Your
online.
team is picking.
Yep. And with that, the picks have been completed on the
Gaze
side of
upon the
Team
edge
Bloodline
of the void.
Cosmic. And with that, the Carmilla will be going towards the Rome, and the High Loss will be going towards the EXP lane, and the Alpha as well going towards the jungle area. And finally, the last pick coming in from Team Jerusalem will be that Nolan. The Nolan is a very good hero to counter down low mobility heroes just like that Zask. But the Zask does have his Dominator's Descent to go into a safe zone. So what do you think? Which team will be able to do better? What do you think about the draft right now, Pichi? Which draft are you liking more?
Both the teams, they do have stronger picks as well as bans as well. I really have to say, but Nolan has to snowball the early game. He does has the potential to snowball the early game, and if he manages to do that,
Welcome to
it is
Mobile
all set
Legends.
for Team Jerusalem to pick get this home
5
at
seconds till the enemy
I mean,
reaches
to
the
win this match.
battlefield.
With that, we
Smash
are
them.
in the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. This is a match between Bloodline Cosmic versus Team Jerusalem.
Yeah, pretty standard rotation coming in from both the teams. Both the junglers starting it from the opposite lane of the goal. So yeah, they will be making rotations towards the goal lane area. The Alpha does have a bit little advantage, I guess. But in the jungle area, the Alpha does have a little bit advantage. But I see the Nolan is doing picking up those jungle moves even faster.
That is true. Nolan being an assassin and the Alpha being a fighter, he has that advantage towards the Nolan. But with that, I really have to see how the Nolan will be battling it out in this match. But it will be a pretty solid match for him if he's able to snowball. But let's see how it will go for him.
Yeah, so far Nolan has been dominating in the farm, and the Alpha not able to get his level 3. I guess the camp here was stolen, and that is why he will not be able to get his level 4 faster than the Nolan. The Nolan will be looking to take down that Claude immediately, because that will relieve a lot of pressure onto that Harriet, and he will be able to dominate his lane easily. But meanwhile, a camp being set up in that mid lane river area. The Zask will be targeted, I guess. Alpha charge. The Alpha taking down that first blood onto that Ruby in that early fight in the mid lane area. The Nolan not showing his presence yet though. Who do you think will come out on top in this turtle fight? The turtle comes up very soon, PT.
Yeah, that is true. Look at that. It is already a 2-minute mark, and with that, the blue buff of the Nolan, it is in a little danger. It might be the Alpha taking it home, but on the other hand, oh, the Dominator's Descent has been pulled off from the Zask, and oh, it is still doing damage, but it is just not enough because the turret will be taking down the spawn.
Yeah, and meanwhile, while the fight is going on right now, oh, Frigid Glacier being used as well. Not enough damage on it though. The Alpha looking to take the turtle, but meanwhile, the sneaky Nolan going in very, very quick to the enemy jungle area and taking that blue buff already. Trying to gang down that, Zaf will be going down, but he'll be going down as well instead. And the Ruby will be going down as well. The Glorious Pathway being used. A lot of resources being used there. But I guess the team Bloodline Cosmic will be able to come out on the upper hand because they do have the farm lead already, even though Team Jerusalem took the turtle.
That is true. But look at Alf now. He is dominating. 2 kills already into the early game. I think he will be unstoppable. I'm looking at his positioning as well. It is pretty much good, and he is, he is dominating. Other than that, he were able to take up the turtle. That would be the first turtle of the match.
Yep, and as we see that both the teams are trying to take a little safe way because in the early fight, both the teams did suffer a lot of resources spent, a lot of farm as well being taken up on the other side. We might be seeing a potential engage here. Both the teams seem to be ready to go in. The Carmilla going in with the charge of that second skill, not engaging onto anyone. The enemy team is also playing safe. The highlights might be
he used up his vengeance and the glorious pathway as well because he really does not want to go in the hands of Nolan. He is actually having a little hard time, but if he's able to snowball, I'm really hoping that he could. Look at that, the engage coming in, the Frigid Glacier being used, and it is insane going down in the hands of Sparrow right here towards the bot lane. The Dominator's Descent is a very long time. On the other hand, the Zask is still there. He is trying to escape. Oh no, he won't be escaping. Looks like the last Insanity will be taking him down.
Yep, and with that, the second turtle of the game is already up, and we see that the goal lead is almost, not 1K, but around 500 on the side of Team Jerusalem. And the second turtle is up as well, and let's see who will be able to get the turtle this time. The Cloud still playing safe, so and also Cloud coming in onto that Aurora. The Aurora way out of position. Flicker coming in as well. Will be able to escape by this. 2-man Frigid Glacier coming onto the I'm open the connecting as well. And a lot of damage being done by that Nolan. The Nolan might be able to take him out. The Carmilla is so low and will be able to take out the Carmilla as well. They took down the Aurora, but they got 2 instead. So it will be a favor, it will be a favor onto the side of Team Jerusalem.
That's right. Oh, wait a minute. The Zask trying to get in as well, but even the Harith goes in with the Zaman Force along with that. Zaman Force, the Blazing Duet comes in handy, and it is the Claw trying to dish out damage, and it, Ruby won't be able to catch the Claw with her.
Yeah, the Purify was also used by the Claude, so that is why the skills of Ruby not connecting onto that Harith. Hey, the Claude is very low. Zaman Force being used, but look at the direction of the Zaman Force. The direction was very wrong, as well as the mana on that Harith is very low as well. I'm not able to do enough damage on that Claude. Very unlucky there. I mean, very lucky there, that Claude actually.
That was very quick reflex coming in from the Claude, but on the other hand, Zaman's Force was way out of the map. Was Harith trying to go out of the map? Is he already done with the match?
Yeah, it seems like the Harith does want to explore the horizon beyond the land of dawn, and with that, we see the Force of Blood has been used onto a very wrong area by that Carmilla there, not connecting onto anyone. The Dominator's Descent as well. I mean, 2 ultimates being stopped from nothing. The side of Team BC, Bloodline Cosmic really need to do better here than that. Otherwise, Team Jerusalem are taking home this victory very easily. And they're already on a 2K goal lead as well, so they really need to come up in this game. They need to plan out something because this Harry is just winning out in that lane. The Alpha as well might be looking to charge in right now. The Harry does use his downward force the right way this time. We'll be able to engage. We'll be able to escape though.
That's right. Look at that. In the bot lane, the Insane has been taken down by Xbox. Xbox is a perfect counter for tanky heroes, and since they picked up the Hylos as the first pick, they should have really banned the Xbox. But no, looks like the Xbox was open, and Team Jerusalem was able to pick up for the EXP lane. With that, look at Xbox creating havoc right here. On the other hand, the turtle is up. This will be the third turtle and the last turtle. Will Team Jerusalem go in for the turtle or maybe a level 1 lord? Because right now Team Jerusalem, they do have a goal lead and as well as the kill lead as well. So it will be very easy for them to take down the lord. But on the other hand, the zoning is still coming in from both the teams.
Yup. That battle mirror image providing some vision for the side of Team Bloodline Curse. But I guess the Nolan will be looking, not contest this turtle for now. They will be looking to take down the Lord instead, I guess. But they also want to take them. I'm open with connecting on so well there. Look at that damage coming in. Glorious pathway being popped as well. Turtle is very low. A plot onto the turtle. Nolan will be taking it out though. And killing spree for the Nolan.
Nolan, he is very low. He's trying to go out, but no, it is a shutdown. The Alpha coming in with the Alpha charge. He will be charging towards the Harriet and the Ring of Punishment, punishing the Harriet. He will be going down. He will be punished for that 4-man down from Team Jerusalem. They did manage to take up the turtle, but it is just not enough.
Yeah, the trade going into the favor of Team BC Bloodline Curse there. And with that, I guess they are making a slight comeback into the game. The enemy side does have that goal lead. But yeah, it will be a moral booster for them. And look at that, the Alpha making a very big mistake. It was not a place to die there. But he will be going down on the hands of that Xborg and Aurora and Ruby there. And with that, the turret will be pushed down as well. So yeah, a turret for a member of the team.
That is true. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute. It is the Claude trying to get a pick off right there, but no. He will be going to the Frigid Glacier, doing his magic, freezing up the Carmilla, but no. The Curse of Blood is still there. They were able to disconnect the Curse of Blood, but it is just not enough. Flicker coming in. Also the last insanity from Xbox. It is total devastation for the Xbox. Sorry, disaster.
Yup, Team Jerusalem looking very good. I mean, it seems like they really want to win this match badly because they just came out from a loss. And yeah, right now, Team Jerusalem doing much better instead of Team BC. Team BC, it did seem like they were level on in the early phase of the game, but right now they're losing out a lot in those team fights. And that is why Team Jerusalem is coming out on top. And the Lord is up as well. They will be looking to take down the Lord as well as that mid lane inhibitor. Two things on the side of Team Jerusalem already. The Lord as well as the map control.
That is true. The Lord is already taken down from the side of Team Jerusalem. With that, it will be marching down from the top lane. But there is a skirmish going on in the bot lane as well. The Dominator's Descent is being put. It won't be doing much, and these Xbox still have his immortality up. But on the other hand, the Lord is still coming in, but it will be a level 1 Lord, so it is a little skeptical because Team Bloodline Cosmic, they can actually clear up the Lord without any inhibitors gone because so many resources have been just used from the side of Team Jerusalem.
Yep, and the lane clear is not bad at all because they have the Hylos in the front line, as well as the Alpha there, the Claude as well. I mean, a lot of lane clearing ability coming in from the side of Team Bloodline Curse. And look at that, the damage coming in from the Nolan, insane, able to take down that Claude immediately. The Frigid Glacier connecting onto one member though, the Hylos chasing down that Aurora in the backline with his glorious pathway. The Carmilla going down there in the mid lane area as well. A lot of resources being used. 2 members down on the side of
Now, wait a minute, look at that. 3 man down from Bloodline Cosmic. They are still battling it out, and it is the second skill, and I'm offended connecting down, and it will be taking down a lot of heroes from the side of Bloodline Cosmic. 4 man down. The Claude is still up. The inhibitors has been damaged. It has been already taken from the bot, and even the top lane. The minions are going in. There are still minions still up, but no, Jerusalem. They are backing off. They are not overstaying their welcome.
Yeah, it did seem like they will be able to end, but the resurrection time is very fast in the early game, especially before that second Lord. So yeah, that is why they will be able to come back soon and defend their base. But will they be lucky enough next time? Because the Lord seems to be coming up within a minute or so, and yeah, in the second Lord, it is an enhanced Lord, the Luminous Lord, which will charge down on the base turret, doing a lot of damage. So they have to be careful while defending his Lord. They do not want to use up any of those ultimate skills before clearing that minion wave and that Lord there, because otherwise the enemy team will take the chance to push down the base and they won't have any skills left to defend it. So yeah, they really have to defend this Lord very carefully there to be able to fight on.
That is true, Fredo. Look at that. Hylos trying to give them the vision, trying to spot out every single one. That is the work of EXP, and he should be doing. But on the other hand, the Lord will be soon coming, and this will be a level 2 Lord. And if Bloodline Cosmic really does not, gather up and take this Lord, it will be problematic for them. But with that, I think the Lord has been taken already by the Nolan. I mean, understandable. As soon as the Lord has come, Lord has spawned. There is a lot of damage from the side of Team Jerusalem.
Yeah, and right now the only thing they need to do is push. But the thing is that they do not have heroes which can push very well.
That's true. But on the other hand, the Lord is coming in. It is coming in from the mid lane. It will be a little problematic for Team Bloodline Cosmic if they are not able to make a pathway for the Lord to come towards the bot inhibitor, because the bot inhibitor is still standing up, and the damage coming in from bot inhibitor will be helping them, and the lanes are being synced as well from the Team Jerusalem. That is pretty good. On the other hand, High Lord, the Lord is almost closing in towards the crystal. It will be a make or die situation. The source of blood being used. It is the I'm offender being used as well. Lord, it is unstoppable. Nolan, on the other hand, even a 3-man down from the side of Bloodline Cosmic. The Lord is still up. The Lord has been taken down, but the minions will be doing his job, as well as Team Jerusalem taking down the crystal.
Victory!
Yes, and with that, I guess the game comes to an end, and it is time for me and Peachy to leave as well. It was a very entertaining match from that side of Team Jerusalem. They were able to take the victory in the second game of the day for them, and they will be, getting their hopes high, because the next match they will be looking to win against the side of Mountain Dew as well. And with that, me and Peachy will be taking a leave. And Peachy, would you like to say bye?
I mean, we will be back tomorrow, Fredo. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more matches, because it has just gotten interesting.
Good evening and welcome everyone to Royal Rumble Showdown Season 1. I am your caster Asuya. I'm delighted to be here today to witness an exciting match between Jerusalem and Mountain Dew. Joining me today is another brilliant voice, Ray. So Ray, how are you today?
I'm doing absolutely fine, and really, I appreciate you for that great introduction. And I'm really excited to see the match between these two as well, because
said there
I
are no
have
shortcuts
heard
in life?
about
I
Jerusalem. You know, I
literally
have
invented
been
one.
watching their games, and they have been dominating their enemies really well. But on the side, the the other team is also not to be messed with. So I'm just excited to see what they're gonna cook up with and what they would give us for tonight's match. Anyways, we are just seeing the traditional meta
Your
bans
team
coming on
is
from both
banning.
sides, and I think it will be that case until we head on to the picks. Anyways, what do you predict would be their priority picks this time? Like, do you think we would see something else, or it would just be the same, you know?
Well, I pretty much believe that they'll be the same meta picks or meta bands. Also, like there's a Lolita band coming up, so I think there should be an edit pick or an edit ban because edit is a monster,
I
especially
am
in
the
late game.
priestess
Like
of
as
primal
I
lightning,
said,
is banned. The
edit has
hunter of
been
all the
banned.
evil gods.
So back to you, Ray. What do you predict of the other bands?
Yes, just like you said, edit has been banned out. Usually, I do not see the edit being immediately banned out because they try to prioritize it when the Lolita is banned, but looks like they do not want to follow suit with that, and they will just be banning it out.
Hayabusa,
And we are seeing the Hayabusa
Your team is picking.
out, and I think it might be a Ling pick because Jerusalem does have
I see
assassin
lots
player
of
on the
prey.
team.
Your team
Oh no,
is
it's actually
picking.
the Roger who has been picked, which also makes sense considering the amount of mobility, amount of DPS that he can provide. It's really understandable. And I was actually just about to say they might go for a Chang'e because the Lolita has been banned out, and they did pick it, but I was not able to predict it on time. Anyways, what do you think would be the rest of their bans? The picks? Do you think Ling would be picked from the team Mountain
Your
Dew?
team is picking.
Well, I think Ling wasn't picked here first because maybe he's pretty easy to counter if pick out some heroes like Saber or maybe Eudora. So yeah, maybe they didn't prioritize taking Ling, but at the same time, I'm pretty surprised that Vixana wasn't picked. Neither was Aurora picked, but Changi was picked instead. You know, at this point, even though Changi has that immense damage, and yeah, I know she can be pretty good at clearing lanes or stealing that enemy buff, but her ultimate needs, the entire team to group up. I mean, it's pretty hard for Changi to land her ultimate sometimes.
Your
So
team is picking.
I believe Changi is a pretty weird pick here. So back to you, Ray. What do you think about that Lauren pick here?
Actually, I do play Roger a lot. Actually, Roger is one of my most played heroes this season. And one of my best support teammates that I really like is Angela and Florin. Well, Angela is self-explanatory for that shield and movement speed boost and the heals, but not many people know this. But Florin's flower gives you additional physical attack damage once it's equipped on the wearer. And it's really good on Roger, who mostly uses basic attack to, attack the enemies. So it is a very good combo coming in from the side of Jerusalem, who has picked out the Florin. Not to mention the team-wide heal. It is just so broken. And we are seeing the carry band coming on from the side of Mountain Dew. And I think we'll be just seeing the last 4 bands coming in from both teams. I do find the carry band a little bit,
What's your command? Your team is banning.
unnecessary. I mean, they indeed do have 2 tanks, but at the same time, they could have prioritized taking it for themselves, So let's see what they're going to be going for. But they have banned out the Fanny. It looks like they did their homework and didn't want the enemy to be picking. And we are heading on to the last 2 bans from the both teams. What do you think would be banned out, Asuya?
Well, I believe another marksman ban could be there, and even Teresla is open, so Teresla could be a pretty good choice to be banned here. Maybe an Xbox because he's also open. Well, I'm pretty curious what they're gonna ban, but one thing which I have noticed is that banning carry was pretty good on the
Sniper
part of the
ready.
red team
Give me a
because
target.
they
Team
have
is banning.
two tanky picks, and I think banning Leslie was also one of the same reason because late game she can deal that immense true damage which can literally 3 or 4 shot the tanks. So yeah, but at the same time Leslie requires pretty late game, so I'm pretty surprised that they would still ban her. Maybe banning an Ixia would have been a better option. Well, let's find out what they're planning. Maybe this is some strategy on their side. What do you think, Ray?
Yes, indeed. Like, I do find the Leslie Ben really odd because, she does need the late game and they could have just, dominated early game. But I guess they did not
I
want to
am
take any
more
risk
than a
with
weapon.
Leslie. They do not want to risk the late game damage coming on from the side of Jerusalem. So they just ban her out. And
Your
I
team is
see
picking.
a Lela pick coming in from the side of Team Mountain Dew. I am really suspicious because it kind of contradicts their bans right now because Leslie, despite being strong, Lela outranges her in the late game. So
I'm
I'm
not the
really
only
curious
one
what
bound
kind
by
of
these
strategy they're
chains.
going for. Not to mention the double tanked strategy. They're going for the Kacha EXP, and they did not go for a Terizla nor the Phobius pick. So perhaps they're just picking out the heroes they're confident in instead of the heroes that are too strong in the meta. Some people do that, but I think they might get punished for it because the Team Jerusalem has picked out most of the meta heroes with the Roger, the Aurora, the Ruby, and the Phobius. It's a full-on meta team. Meanwhile, the team of Mountain Dew, they have a lot of non-meta picks coming in. The Gatot Kacha does have a presence, but I'm not sure if he's better than Tesla. Back to you, Asiya.
Woo!
Well,
Woohoo!
just looking at their composition, I
Countdown
find the red
begins
team
to a new
composition pretty weird
combat!
because look at that. They have Ruby, they have Aurora, and then they're picking, Sun, which like Ruby can literally get that lifesteal from the Sun, especially early game. If Ruby confronts Sun, it will be, pretty a loss on the side of the Sun. I don't know what they're planning, but at the same time, I really love how the team composition from the side of the blue team is so amazing. In late game, Florian can heal literally more than half of the HP bar, and at the same time, they have that Phobius, which can be the vanguard, which can disrupt the position he can knock back. Like, just an amazing hero out there, and since he's there in the front line, he loses HP
Welcome
pretty
to
fast,
Mobile
but they have that
Legends.
Florian with the global heal, and that Roger, which is a
5
nightmare in the
seconds
late
till the
game.
enemy
Also,
reaches
I
the
think Roger is
battlefield.
pretty good
Smash
even in
them.
the early game, so I really love how the blue team has a
Deployed.
pretty good synergy and really good team composition. At the same time, I think that the red team has a really weird composition with that Chang'e Sun, but we cannot predict anything at this point. Let's just see what happens. So, what are your thoughts on this, Ray?
Yes, thank you for your analysis there, Asuya. And you are indeed right. The picks coming on from the side of Mountain Dew is quite weird and unconventional, but we are heading on to the land of dawn, and we are just seeing the junglers proceeding to take their buff. Roger going towards the Little Wonder and trying to prioritize it. Is Sun trying to take it? No, he will not compete for it. One thing I find it really hilarious though is that the Jerusalem has picked the Roger, and the team Mountain Dew has picked Chang'e, who has a dialogue, that Roger's coming. So it would be funny. So anyways, we are just seeing a little bit of poking game going on between both teams, and they will just probably wait out for the first objective, and that is the turtle that would be spawning in soon in a few seconds. Anyways, back to you, Asaya.
Well, we can see like same thing. Maybe they're preparing for some gank there, but look at that. Sun is so weak right now. Phobius is literally poking him. because he knows until Sun turns level 4, he cannot, do anything to him at this point. Phoebus has become a nightmare after a revamp, and we are seeing some gank over here. Well, Roger is trying to go in, but I think they will just back off at this point because it is too early, and the way the red team is playing so safe, I think, yeah, it was a wise decision on their point to just, move back. But at the same time, I see Sun taking the turtle. Yeah, it's like the blue team just gave away a free turtle. But will Sun be taken down? Will he be able to escape? But I don't think so, no. First blood has gone to Roger, and at the same time that damage coming from Chang'e, but Florent is able to escape. And Roger trying to dish out some damage, and he gets that double kill on that Minotaur. Well, that was pretty sneaky of, Sun, because his hearing is pretty fast and he took the opportunity since no one was there. Anyways, back to you, Ray.
That was a really sneaky monkey move coming on from the Sun, who saw that Roger was trying to poke the Lela and the Minotaur on the top lane, and he took that opportunity to use all his clones and just bash down on the turtle and just secured it. Aurora did exhaust the flicker at the top lane, but she is still safe and has not died yet, so I think that exhausting the flicker was not a bad decision because she will be getting it back soon. On the other hand, we are just seeing the both EXPs are just farming in, and there's not much going on probably until the next objective. Roger does secure 2 kills though, which will give him the advantage in golden XP, and we are seeing just a little bit of poking going on between the teams. Roger trying to charge in, but Chang'e uses the sprint to go away. And I think we will just wait out for the next objective as both teams are just going back and forth onto the river, just getting all the resources. And Roger seems to be the one leading right now, invading the enemy's jungle and taking all that green, and perhaps trying to set up an ambush as they wait out in that bush. Anyways, do you think we will see more sneaky plays coming on from Sun? Because the team Jerusalem, that was the clone. It's really hard to tell sometimes, but Sun will be punished for that overextension, and looks like this will be a free turtle from the side of Team Jerusalem. Anyways, back to you, Asaya.
Well, that was pretty weird of Sun, to go there. I don't know what he was trying, but it could be some glitch maybe. But at the same time, just look at that obvious, the way, he's dominating the lane. He's clearing out, cutting the lanes, and just look at that again. They're again having a little bit of skirmish there, but the dude doesn't have much damage at this point, he needs some equipments there, and is Aurora trying to poke? But no. But I'm quite impressed by that Phoebus. He's rotating at the same time, he's dominating and clearing the lanes. Just look at him, how confident he is. And back to you, Rick.
And absolutely, the Phoebus is just a menace right now on the meta. He's really strong, and I actually prefer banning him out, but he does have his counters like Chain CC and Minchitar, who can cancel his ultimate completely, but we did not see that pick coming on from the side of Team Mountain Dew, and they are being punished for it. Corvius does not even care about his lane anymore, and he just left that lane. Looks like there's an engage going on the top lane. Minotaur uses his minion rage to charge in, but he is taken down, as well as the Sun. Ruby using that I'm offended, and puts the Gatot Kasa and Minotaur and 4 bodies will be taken down. Lela does try to push that mid lane and secure that turret. I see a very funny thing happening almost twice right now. Team Mountain Dew trying to make sneaky plays, but Lela will be punished for that sneaky gameplay. They are doing a little bit from Team Mountain Dew. They did take the turtle and the mid turret, but they are being punished for it. Anyways, we see another engage happening here, but Corvius, I think, will just go away scot-free. But the red team is arriving on the scene. Corvius acquiring another mega kill and a double kill. And I think, oh no, it's not a triple kill. Roger just secures a mega kill. At this point, with a 10-1 score and the goal lead of 6,000, I think we are going to be seeing a very one-sided game coming on from Jerusalem. What do you think, Asaya?
Well, I think it was expected because, Like Jerusalem has picked up all that meta heroes, and look at that damage combination coming from Aurora, along with that Roger, that poke, and whatever the HP, just like Sunday tried to poke them down sometimes. Soren is there. Like, worry not, I'm there to heal you. So yeah, I think, look at that Phobius, he's jumping as the vanguard, dealing all that damage, but he will be punished for jumping inside the turret, and Lela gets the kills. But yeah, I mean, I think it was too overconfident on the part of Jerusalem at this point, and that's just why they will be punished with that Lord, because they don't have the jungler or any retreat. And so yeah, one more thing which I have noticed is like Team Mountain Dew, they have this Lela and this Sun, which are pretty late game heroes. Even Gadot Kacha, he needs some of his equipments because before he can start to dominate the entire game. And this is what Jerusalem is using right now. They know that they have the early game potential, which is much, much better than Mountain Dew. So yeah, they make use of it, and they have dominated the entire map. The way they are rotating, just look at them. Let's look at that Ruby, and that Phobius doesn't even care if EXP lane was at the bot or at the top. He's there everywhere whenever the gank is happening. So back to you, Ray.
Yes, indeed, absolutely. And I see that Roger and Phobius were a little bit, overextending, and they were punished for it inside that turret. And they were taken down, but I don't think it was that much of an issue because despite being taken down, they are still leading ahead with so much gold. Not to mention seven more kills on the board than compared to the team Mountain Dew. And I think if they just continue on with it, we might just be seeing a really one-sided game because the only thing that the team Mountain Dew have been able to so far is prioritize on the mistakes. They are not able to do their own engages. They are not able to launch things. They are forced to play the defensive side. But one thing that they can do is utilize this Chang'e. If Chang'e is able to clear most of the lanes and stop Team Jerusalem from pushing in, they might be able to go late game enough that Lela and Sun will have decent enough damage to try to do something in the team fight. Although I am not sure about it because Ruby and Phobius are just such strong side laners that I don't see that much of hope. But let's see what happens as we are proceeding towards another engage. We can take it from here, so yeah?
Well, there was a bit of engage, but Mountain Dew knows that they are lagging behind at this point. 9 minutes into the game, and there is a kill. Just look at the scoreboard of 9-3, and a goal difference of about, 6k. So yeah, they know that they have to play safe. They need their Change, they need their Lela, they need their Sun to get all that late game farm. And yeah, as you mentioned, Change and Lela have incredible, lane clearing abilities. So I think even if they, go back, and a bit of engage coming here from Phobius, look at that damage, but he will be punished by that Change. Look, Change's damage, and at the same time Roger is getting all that damage, but he manages to retreat, and Aurora is there, looking for a chance to poke, looking for a chance to freeze the team, but no. Well, I think Jerusalem will be going for the Lord right now, and continuing my earlier thoughts that Mountain Dew knows they need to play safe because they have those late game heroes, and so that's what they're trying to do. But at the same time, I have been noticing that Sun, his positioning is very bad. Look at him again. Just literally he's jumping inside the CC even though he's not even CC, and then he just ends up dying it. And engage coming for the Lord, and the damage from the Gadot Kacha followed up by the Tangi, and Tangi has taken that damage. Oh my god, they have taken the Lord. Back to you, Rick.
Team Jerusalem really needs to, not do that overextension from their side because, they just lost their Lord. They need to play a little bit safe and, consider that Chang'e and Lela do have their damage now and, play it safe because they did lose their Phobius again. I mean, it is not that much of a loss, but they do want to, dominate the game and end quickly as possible because if this game goes on for too long, the damage coming in from the Chang'e. I mean, you can already see the Phomius is melting in. It does try to engage in, and he might be looking for an engaged Minotaur. Does use that Minion Rage. Phobius charging in, and I think Phobius will be able to dominate this time. Or will he? Oh, he is being taken down by that Layla, but Roger does punish that Minotaur as well as that Layla for that engage coming in. Roger securing 2 kills in this team fight. And Sun just retreats, and I think we'll just be seeing a safe gameplay coming on from both sides. Team Jerusalem really needs to, not overextend anymore because they have been playing a little overconfident. But let's see and wait for the next Lord and that next engage. You can take it from here, Apriya.
Well, yes, as you said, Jerusalem is overextending. Maybe they are a bit too overconfident because they literally dominated the entire game, but now the timings have changed. It's the mid game, and look at that Jangi with all her, main equipments there, dealing that insane damage to all the minions, clearing the lanes. That damage on Phobius, the way Phobius is charging in front and getting all that damage. Meanwhile, the anti heal is preventing Florin to get, give all the heal as much as possible. So yeah, I think Mountain Dew knows what to do, and they are doing what they have to do. Meanwhile, Jerusalem is, just trying to force a gank. Literally, they are trying to force an opportunity to gank, and that's why I think they are dying, and maybe they will end up throwing the game. So, what do you think if you were Jerusalem? What would you do with the situation, Ray?
If I was in the shoes of Jerusalem right now, I would just prioritize taking the objectives, and I would let Ruby and Phobius charge in together instead of Phobius charging in alone, which has been happening a lot, and Phobius has died multiple times due to that. Once Ruby and Phobius charges in together, the team of Mountain Dew will not be able to sustain the crowd control coming in from the both fighters, and Roger at the end could just charge in and secure all the kills to himself and ending the game. They need to prioritize their teamwork and synergy, because if they keep diving in like this, they might be throwing it and extending the game too long, because if they do that, Layla and Chang'e will get a lot of items and deal a lot of damage. But I do see one mistake coming on from the side of Mountain Dew is that Minotaur has not bought the Oasis, and as we can see, Roger does secure the Lord, and Aura with the freeze taking down the Minotaur, but Phobius will be punished for that overextension. Sun is punished as well. Layla dealing a lot of damage and taking down 2 people, and this might be a triple kill under. Yes, it is indeed a triple kill under the Layla, and this is the mistake Jerusalem is making right now. The Phobius died too early because he just took all the damage from Chang'e. He was too overconfident that he would be able to regenerate, but it was not the fact. And Ruby is also losing health non-stop. Layla will be able to push that turret without any. Chang'e really needs to watch her positioning. I think she will be able to push that turret without any hassle. Jerusalem really needs to up their game and take this seriously, because Layla is getting that farm, and if this keeps going on, this could be a complete throw from the side of Jerusalem. What do you think at this point, Apriya?
And just look at that Layla. She has like most of her core items there. She has that Berserker Fury. She's even has that BOD. She's dishing out so much damage. I think, Jerusalem, the mistake they are committing is that they are diving onto that Sun. They are prioritizing their tank and that Sun. Meanwhile, what they actually need to do is dive back lane and punish that Changi, punish that Layla, because the duo of both these heroes is literally turning into a nightmare for Jerusalem at this point. They're just, the Phobius is diving in, and in the blink of an eye, he literally just vanishes because of that Layla and that Changi who's using all their skills on him. So yeah, Jerusalem needs to, again I see that Phobius trying to force the gank there. But no, he knows maybe he's trying to back up now. So yeah, this has been an amazing gank, an amazing game, I think, because, even Roger has learned that sneaky gameplay, because as Ruby and Phobius are engaging the people in front, he can just, go from the side and from behind and take out that Layla and Changi like he did it once. That's what they need to do at this point. What do you think, Ray?
Yes, indeed, absolutely. Roger needs to get to the back line when Phobius and Ruby is engaging from the front. One thing that Team Jerusalem can do right now is utilize the Aurora. Once Aurora has her passive, she can buy the Winter Truncheon and, use Flicker to use that ultimate, the freezing Lela and Chang'e at the same place, and Roger can take that opportunity, taking both down and securing the victory really easily, because all will be left will be the Katokasa and Minato and Sun, who do not have enough damage to defend anything. So they need to do a flicker combo with the Ruby as well as the Aurora. So we'll be seeing that. One thing that I really like though is I respect the team Mountain Dew for picking almost the non-meta heroes and doing, a comeback, trying to make a comeback to Team Jerusalem, who has 4 of the top meta picks right now. And looks like we are heading on to the Lord, and they should prioritize getting it as fast as possible. Meanwhile, the Team Mountain Dew is just busy clearing their lanes. Anyways, one more thing is that Katokata has been diving onto that Lord, and they need to watch out for it. Who do you think will be able to take this Lord? Will the security... We see an engage happening here. Katokata diving in with that ultimate. And Minato charging in as well. Ora is taken down. Phoebe is diving in and takes out that Lela. And looks like this might be a victory for the side of Jerusalem. And Phobius is just diving in because there's just no one who can melt him at this point. He is getting melted down by the Changi, but it is okay. And looks like this might be a victory in the gank of Team Jerusalem. And just like you said, Lel has been taken down and they have won the team fight, and looks like they are going for the Nexus. You can take it from here, Surya.
Well, yeah, and I think Jerusalem won't be able to push this lot because Mountain Dew has that Changi. Her, damage to minions is amazing, and she is trying to hold out, buying that time so that their teammates Lela respawns, and yes, she respawns. So Jerusalem will take this opportunity to go and take that Lord. It was such a big mistake on the part of that Mountain Dew, even though, Katotkacha did the right thing to go and dive onto that Aurora, because Aurora is a menace at this point, but at the same time, he didn't take that thing into, consideration that if he dives so far away, his team needs to come out from the shelter of the turrets, from the shelter of the base, and the marksman and the mage, which are the essential damage dealers, they will be out in the open for Roger to prey. And that's what Jerusalem did. They took out that Lela, and that's how they took out those turrets. And now the Lord has been taken by Jerusalem. So, what do you think, Ray? Will Mountain Dew be able to defend this Lord which is marching down the mid lane?
I think it is very possible for them to defend because they do have the range with the Lara and the Chang'e. One thing that Team Mountain Dew really needs to do right now is let Katokkacha and Sun go ahead. But Minato really needs to stay behind and defend his squishy heroes, the Mage and the Marksman, who are the essential damage dealers, just like you said. And Minato really needs to play the back line right now and save their damage dealers. Tengi is doing her best to melt down the Lord, and we see an engage happening here. The Sun's clone has, and Ruby with the hand offended, charging in, trying to take down that Lela. Lela uses the Wind of Nature. The Oasis shield saving Lela for a little bit of time, but she will be taken down. Phobius was also punished for that diving in. Aura passive has been popped, and the Nexus might be going. It survives at the sliver of HP. And looks like Roger and Florian are retreating towards their bases. They just needed a little bit of more hit and they almost had the Nexus, but unfortunately they were not able to. And we are seeing quite a lot of damage coming on from Sun, who was able to almost kill the Roger without if he did not have that shield. He does have his full item, so Sun does have considerable amount of damage, and they almost survived the game and prolonged it a little bit by killing that Aurora on time. What do you think is going to happen on the next Lord? Do you think it's going to be uncontested, or will we seeing an epic comeback from the side of Team Mountain Dew?
First of all, that was such an amazing save. Saving that base at such a low HP. What an amazing job there done, Mountain Dew. Really, really, really excited to see that. And talking about the next Lord, I think it will be uncontested for Jerusalem most probably. Although I see the Sun, he's trying to split push. If they manage to, push a bit further, maybe there we could see some contesting for the Lord. But at the same time, Lela lacks that mobility. So if they come and contest for the Lord instead of defending the base, there is a chance of Lela dying, and that could cost the entire game. Even if Mountain Dew has some chance to get an epic comeback, by just staying under that tower and trying to defend it, that would also be gone. So I think at this point, it's safe for Mountain Dew to just stay back and defend, maybe. What do you think?
The Lord is spawned in and Roger is taking it down, melting it as fast as possible before any possible sneaky attacks coming in from the side of Mountain Dew. And I think it will be taken down really easily. Minotaur trying to provide a little bit of vision, but it was not that. Gotor Kasha diving in with that ultimate, obvious also engaging in, but he will be taken down. This might not spell good. Oh, Roger trying to do a Benny Cutie and trying to, trying to end the base while they are engaging, but Mountain Dew was aware of his shenanigans and they also back down, trying to defend the lane. Their base is almost naked as they only have one inhibitor turret left, so Team Mountain Dew really needs to play it safe, and Chang'e should have perhaps saved her ultimate for the Lord, but we'll see what happens. Sun has a lot of considerable amount of damage and they are charging in on that Florin, who will be taken down, and her immortality has been popped off and she will be punished. This does not smell good for Team Jerusalem, who should really play it safe right now. But oh no, it looks like the base was almost taken down by the minions, but Sun comes in on time and defends the base. Lela being the menace right now with the late game damage. Team Jerusalem really needs to do something about that Lela, or they might be losing this game, and we might be seeing an epic comeback from Mountain Dew. What do you think they should do at this point, Asuya? Oh, we see an engage happening in. Aura will be taken down completely. Minotaur charging in. Anyways, sorry for that engage happened really quickly. Back to you, Asuya.
Well, I think it's enough now. It's the late game. It's the game for Chang'e, Sun, and Lela. And as we say, 4 of the teams from teammates of Jerusalem have been taken down. And I don't think so Roger can solo defend that base. And yes, he will be taken down. His immortality is down. And at the same time, we see that damage from Chang'e and Lela. And so, an unexpected win from the side of Mountain Dew. What an amazing game! Just like a pendulum to and fro. Literally, that Lela and that Chang'e pick, which we were, thinking was so weird to be the first pick, literally changed the entire game. Even though Jerusalem had so much synergy, so much potential, but I think the forced gameplay, the forced gangs from this part of Phobius and solo charging in, literally made them throw away the entire game. And the Florin is amazing with her heals, but literally everyone has, look at that Chang'e with that anti-heal, that Karut Kacha with that anti-heal as well as dominance ice. Okay, so yeah, it was pretty hard for Florin to heal them back. And that Lela, oh my god, what a damage, what a brilliant game from the side of Mountain Dew. What is your analysis of this, Ray?
I am beyond amazed. My assumption of the team has been twisted 180. Oh my god, Team Mountain Dew. Like, I salute you. You picked Sun, you picked Lela, you picked Gatotkacha, and you dominated the top meta picks. I respect you. I was not expecting this, this game to be an epic comeback. I was hoping for it a little bit, but I didn't see the vision, but they proved me wrong. They were able to absolutely dominate in the late game. They prioritized on all the overconfident and overextension from the Roger, from the Phobius, and they took that victory with them. Just an amazing gameplay coming on from that Chang'e and that Lela. I really, really respect them. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate this Mountain Dew team for proceeding to the next round. And anyways, me and Asuya will be going now, and 2 more amazing casters will be joining you on the next match. I'll be going now. Bye-bye. Asuya, you can also do your greeting. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Stay tuned for the next matches.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. It
I see
is
lots
the
of
Royal
prey.
Rumble
Your
Showdown
team is
Season
banning.
1, and we are on round 3, Group 4. The fifth match of the evening, we have Mountain Dew on the blue side, along with Bloodline Cosmic on the red. And a very phenomenal match coming in by Mountain Dew. The previous match, a very clean, epic comeback swipe, Devil. What do you have to say about that, first of all?
Definitely, that match was just too much impressive. Earlier, it was like Jerusalem was dominating, there was a complete
I
domination
am
from the
sir.
side of Jerusalem.
Sanjo.
But as
Your
game
team is
proceeded from
picking.
mid to late, Mountain Dew have just proved that they are Durki Maki Chu guys. They have proved their worth and they defeated the Jerusalem. Now
Your
Jerusalem is
team is
out of the
picking.
match, and Mountain Dew is going to defeat. I think they're gonna defeat BC and they will secure their position for the next round. And now let's a little bit talk about the bans and picks. What do you think about these bans? Are they worth or there should have been something else?
I mean, they could have banned out the Zask in front of a Julian, because if you ask me, he is kind of
Mission
easier to
is to
deal with,
protect
since you know
lives.
his skill downs go into cooldown for 5 seconds. You can do something to turn around the game, but giving out the Zask straight away, we do know the
Your
kind
team
of
is
map control
banned.
he has. Once he is able to, pop out his ultimate, the whole zone is in his control. Meanwhile, we see Team BC going with the Xborg along with the Hylos. I mean, both of the meta picks kept open. We do see they did go in for a Ling and a Hayabusa ban along with the Ruby and the Zushing and the Roger. So I must say they are taking a gamble. Surprisingly, Devil, the Zask is on a retribution, if I'm not wrong.
If Zas is going for the retribution, then it is going to nightmare for the opponent because Zas going to be the main damage dealer. Apart from that, I'm expecting Fountain Dew is going to have one more magic damage as of in mage. It can be Chango as in the
I am the
last game, and
priestess of primal
as we can see,
lightning,
we got
the
Edes
hunter
in the
of
house,
all
one
the
of the
evil
most
gods.
Iron.
dependable
Your
hero when
team
it
is
comes to the
banning.
offense and defense. She is like one man army and she can easily handle one versus two fights. Apart from that, we got Gatot Kacha, one of the most deadly tank. I would say it's really difficult to kill him in the team fights. His passive get triggered again and again with a thunder belt. He is unstoppable. So it is going to be really difficult for the BC, the Bloodline Cosmic, to now handle this deadly trio. So
I
do
do
you
agree, Devil. Of course, if you are going to put the Edit as a gold laner and Gato on the EXP lane, you still have the potential to go ahead and pick a healer, which can be like a really bad nightmare for Team Bloodline. Because then who is going to kill them? They need a damage dealer, they need a
The
tank killer,
line of
and we see a
eternity leads
Lunox
you.
as
Our
an answer
team
to
is
both of those.
banning.
Definitely, I don't think so. Lunax is going to be Lunax is the answer for both of them because at max Lunax will be able to counter either the Zas or the Gatot Kacha, and if she will try to jump in the at the back lane, then she have to defend herself from the ADT. It is got both stun as well as damage, and that is going to be really problematic for the Lunax. So she have to really careful when she is going to target the back lane. Apart from that, that true damage coming from Xbox and a little bit helpful for the opponents, but I don't think so. It is going to be a too much effective when it comes against the Gatot Kacha.
Well, I do agree. Also, I do have to mention Team Bloodline right now is lacking a very heavy CC onto their team compared to what
Ready?
Mountain Dew
Your
is going
team
for. And
is
they are
banning.
banning out the Layla. I mean, I am not sure. I think they were watching the last game, and we do know how scary the Layla was into the late game. There was nobody to target her, and she was just freely dishing out
I've
that
been
burst
waiting for
damage
too
onto
long.
the enemy. So maybe they just do not want to deal with it. Meanwhile, we see a carry ban coming in, really smart and favorable for their team, because you already have two tanky comps on your team. So obviously, you wouldn't want to deal with the carry in the opposition.
Definitely carries like damage killer, and she is famous for that sole purpose. Whenever we see a carry, it is only one reason because they want to melt down the tanks in the opponent. But right now, Bloodline Cosmic have to think someone else have to go for some other hero which can handle that deadly trio from that opponent. And apart from that, if we talk about the bans, I don't know why they banned Layla. Layla was not an option as a ban from I don't
Sir,
think so.
what's your command?
Mountain Dew
Your
will
team
again
is
pick for
banning.
Lela in this match as they have already suffered in the last game. Lela was really doing from mid to late, but in an early game she was not that much good. So I don't think so. That is a really good ban from the Bloodline Cosmic. Apart from that, that last ban Fanny is like, bro, why Fanny? There is no need for banning a Fanny in this game. Why they are doing that?
Maybe they did not have anything else coming onto the mind, or maybe they're just trying to leave a lot of heroes open. We still do have the Carmilla and the Terizla open on the table for either of the teams to pick. They do have the first
Sanjo,
pick. Maybe
your
they do
team
want
is
to go
picking.
for the Carmilla or the Terizla, but a Hanabi ban coming in. Not really sure why that is. They could have opted for a Clint ban or a Carmilla ban, because with the Lunox and the Xborg along with the ultimate that comes on with Carmilla, it can be a really dangerous combo. We'll just have to see what team Bloodline goes for as of now.
We can see, but now I'm really confused about the picks of the Bloodline Cosmic. They got high loss, they got Xbox, and at last they have Lunox. Lunox is magic damage dealer. And
Your
Lilia,
team
what do you
is
think Lunox is
back.
going to play for now? Is she going for the gold lane, or will she is as a a hyper or something like that?
I think against this team comp, if they really want to pull out their draft right now, they should put the Lunox onto the gold lane, because as a jungler against this team comp, it will be really difficult for her
Sniper
to get a
ready.
single
Give
kill.
me
She
a
needs to
target.
get a
Play
single
together.
pick off. Meanwhile,
Your
the
team
Layla
is
can be a
picking.
really good mid to late burst for their team, as uh, a backup. But I don't know, like, they do not have a CC. They need to have a CC onto their team, because who is going to frontline for them? The Hylos, sure, but once his glorious pathway is over, he kind of would get melted down by the Changa and the kind of CC that comes in with the Gato and the true damage from the Zask.
Two damage from the Jask is really going to be issue, and we got a little baby a dinosaur in the side of Bloodline Cosmic. They got two female heroes. Oh, I don't. They just have switched their plan, and now we got a Dark Prince Dyroth in the opponent. Dyroth going to be a little bit issue in the early game, because Dyroth got really burst damage. If they go for the Dyroth, then that can be really good for them in the early game. But I think they are going for the Martis.
3,000
Martis can
worlds.
little bit problematic
And
because
not
of
a
his second
single
skill.
worthy
It is going to be
foe.
really difficult for the Mountain Dew to stun him. And without stun, Martis will be unstoppable if he will be able to secure his ultimate, because once he land his ultimate and secures a kill, it's like back-to-back triggers, and that is little bit advantage for the Martis. If you see, like in the earlier age when Martis get launched, that was the main thing. That was the main reason for Martis being played by lots of players. Finally, we are going to land in the land of Dawn, where
Well, I do agree with you. The Martyr's pick is quite handy for them as of now, because that is the kind of damage you need early to mid game. But we also do know he kind of falls off after the 10-minute mark, because
Welcome
there
to
there
Mobile
is
Legends.
potential coming in from the Changa, from the Leslie and the Zask to
5 seconds till
melt
the enemy
down.
reaches
The
the
Dankin is
battlefield.
coming in from the
Smash
high
them.
loss, and the Martyrs right
Ultra
there. And
destroyed.
surprisingly, Team Mountain Dew did decide to go with the Zask jungle in this game. We will just have to wait and see what happens. Meanwhile, both the teams starting off with their respective buffs. The Mountain Dew trying to leash the Zaz, getting him ready for the gank onto most probably the EXP lane. Maybe they are trying to get the EXP advantage, not really sure. A little bit of skirmish happening onto the mid lane, just both the mages poking each other. Meanwhile, the Gato is getting poked in return, and the Firaba armor almost getting chopped down by his enhanced basic attack.
that is the main thing I was talking about the Gatot Kacha. It's really difficult to kill him. The simple reason of that is basic passive is really good. When it's that second bar, I don't know its name. When it gets pulled, its basic damage really insane. Apart from that, in the bot lane, we can say there is a really good fight between the Leslie as well as Lunas. Lunas is continuously using her good skill, good skill, I don't know what you call that, but she is using that again and again to regen his XP, and that is going to be issue for the Leslie to handle in 1v1 situation. Leslie is going to be little bit have a disadvantage in the early game. We can see a really good team fight coming. We got a Martis here. Martis will try to secure a kill. He is on inside. Will he be able to get a kill? Yep, he got the ultimate on the Edith. Edith is down. I was not expecting this, especially from the Edith, because Edith is for me like one of the most dependable hero, and she gave the first blood. So I'm little bit disappointed here.
I do agree, but we can't blame her because she did get caught in between four people. That was not a right decision. But hold on a minute. The Hylos trying to poke in the Zaz. Zaz using his demonic ultimate to chip out the damage onto the Hylos, but he will be retreating back. The damage is not yet enough as of now. Zaz trying to get some more pokes onto Team Bloodline, but will be retreating back onto the turtle. I mean, that was not a really wise decision, getting that low before the turtle starts, but we do see the Xbox trying to come in for some zone. I'm not sure. The guard trying to use his ult, but the blasting insanity coming in from the Xbox takes the turtle from the Zaz, and another kill on that Edith from the Martyrs Devil.
That was really good. Kator, his price is really good, but he was not able to secure any kill. Finally, he got a kill on the Martis. Now they are going for the second kill. Hylo is in danger. He's running with his HP. He got an ultimate from the Zaz. He will try to secure one kill, but I don't think so. That's gonna happen right now. He have to wait a little more for his bank account opening for the kills. And now we got a Peachy with us, and Peachy will be doing casting with Yumina. Welcome, Peachy.
Hello, Devil. It is so good to see you casting, but I'm sorry I will be interrupting you. With that, I will be taking over, and I am back. Yumina, take me through what is happening right now.
Well, the Zask is on a retribution coming in from Mountain Dew, and we are seeing a Martyr's Hyper coming in, but unfortunately the turtle fell into the hands of an EXP X-bot, and Team Mountain Dew, which is on the blue side, is trying their best to get the advantage for their team, but Edith is getting caught off in really off positions. So as of now, that is what has happened, PG.
Oh, pretty strong picks coming in as I'm looking, but a Zask retribution. I'm really not sure what's happening. On the other hand, looks like they are going a little short on that, but it will be changing because they do have the Martis, who is a very strong contender in the early game. Looks like he will be going in with the decimation, and there we go. He is still on that. The glorious pathway has been popped up. Along with that, the light from the brilliance being popped from the Lunox. She is really very low, along with the low mana as well.
Look at that Martyrs trying to get his blood on the Zaz. He is not happy unless he's get it. And Changde is poking down the Martyrs. I'm not really sure how the Zaz retribution is going to work. They need to wait for the early game advantage of Martyrs, to kind of drop down. But look at this Leslie. I thought she will be able to get that kill onto the Lilia. Also, Peachy, I just realized that Lunox is mid and Lilia is gold.
Oh, that is right. A Lilia gold, it is a pretty old strategy. This was used in like 5 to 6 seasons ago, because I do remember using up a Lilia as a gold lane. Oh, but wait a minute, looks like it is the Leslie getting a kill. Along with that, Mart is going in with the decimation. It will be the Edith getting picked off right there. But even the Lunox just got off guard right there. But she has her light form, so she did escape there.
Man, the Lunox is getting saved in very sticky situations thanks to her brilliance, because this was the second time that she did get caught in a really bad position. Meanwhile, I am not really sure how the team comp for Team Mountain Dew is going to show up, because as of now we see Zask is only on 0-0-2. He did not manage to pick out any kills. Meanwhile, the Martis is 4-1-1. He is ahead on the farm. They did lose the turtle, and we see the Martis trying to get some blood yet again onto the Changi. Take it away, PG.
Oh, look at that. The meteor shower coming in. It is still giving up the damage, but Changi, she is in a very good position. She will be going back, but it is the decimation coming in handy for the Martis. It is a double kill. The spawn of the Zask doing much damage, but no, he will be backing off there. That is true. The Zask is not doing much in this. I really not sure why they picked the Zask for a Martis. Maybe they could have picked something like an Alpha or probably a Xbox as the jungle, but no, that is not the case for them, since the Xbox is already picked towards the red side. And with that, the turret has been taken.
I do agree. I mean, if Mountain Dew needs to come back on the top yet again, just like the last match, they need to wait for the mid to the late game because we do know how strong both the Zas and the Chang'e are on from mid to the late game. So maybe they should just, focus on getting the turret objectives rather than going for team fights. And that is the black shoes popped from Lilia. Man, the Zas is slowly trying to come online as of now.
I agree with you, Yumena. Look at that. It was a lot of damage coming in from Zask, but they don't have a marksman right now. It is a little tricky situation for them because Martis, who is an early game hero, and he scales early to the mid game. And once the level 12 hit, oh wait a minute, looks like Zask with the retribution, he will be securing the first turtle for their own team. The Dominator's Descent doing it, and he spawns his Dominator's Descent in a safe place where he could escape. On the other hand, the Hylos going in with the Ring of Punishment. He's trying to spot out the Leslie as well as the Chang'e. They are both again in a very safe position. Looks like Gatukasa, he is joining up in the team fight. He's stacking up, his passive has been popped off. He's trying to taunt them in, but no, that is just not helping them right now.
Man, I really don't understand what is going on with Team Mountain Dew because they did have the potential to, pick on the Martyrs for themselves rather than, going for a Zask jungle. But I think we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe they can go and look for an epic comeback. They do have the Leslie on their team, which scales really, really high onto the late game, along with the Meteor Shower just popping off like that onto the Lunox. Not enough, but Lilia will be able to secure that kill on the Edict yet again, falling down onto the hands of Bloodline.
Oh, that is true. But I really have to say, Team Mountain Dew, their only saving grace is the Leslie in the late game. If Leslie is able to get a farmed up, she can actually one-shot the Lilia or even the mages, even the Lunox as well if she does not pop her light from in time. But I really don't think that Team Jerusalem, they are taking up in the late game.
I do agree. I mean, Martyrs, it's about to reach the 10-minute mark. We do know he kind of starts falling off from the 10-minute mark. We did still do have the X-Ball for the late game, but his Firaga armor getting popped by the Gato. Look at the kind of basic attack damage that the Gato is able to dish out, man. Just one ult from Gato in late game Fiji, along with his Zask and the Chang'e. It is over for Team Bloodline.
I do agree with you. Look at that. The Avatar of Guardian Beam for the Meteor Shower doing its damage, but the damage was on to the Hylos. Hylos, who is a tank, he will be tanking all that damage. Chang'e, you really need to, switch up your target because Hylos is not the target that you want to use your Meteor Shower. On the other hand, Team Bloodline Cosmic, they are going in for the Lord already. It is the Retribution all set in from the Martyrs, and he will be taking down that Lord.
I mean, the Lilia just picked up the Divine Glaive. It is looking really bad for the Edict. She is already on a 7-death counter. That does not look good. I was kind of hoping to see Edict onto the gold lane Peachy when they were doing the draft because she was the third pick coming in from Mountain Dew. But as a roamer, she needs to position herself much better because if she is going to engage against a team comp like a Lunox, wait a minute.
Oh, look at that. The Dominator's Descent doing damage onto the Lunox. Lunox, who just popped her light form and she's just trying to go get herself in a safe position. But no, the dark form also coming in. On the other hand, it is just going down in the hands of... but it is double kill for the Leslie. Leslie, oh my god, you're all farmed up. Look at that.
Man, the Leslie is dishing out a lot of damage right now, but the Team Mountain Dew needs to play it a little bit more safer because the Chang'e is not able to, correctly aim out her ultimate. It's just in the air as of now. Meanwhile, Lilia is also going to be quite scary and strong, and as they start going on to the late game, Hylos is going to be much more tankier.
Yes, that is true, Yumena. Look at that. Lilia also popping in damage onto the Ask spawn, and she with just few skills of skill 1 and skill 2 she already took it, but on the other hand blue buff of this Ask, it is in jeopardy. It will be taken down by Xbox and Bloodline Cosmic. There is a 5-man coming in from not a 5-man but the 4-man swarm coming in towards the blue, but again Change, what are you doing? Not the high loss, come on, pick off. You can actually kill the Lunox or maybe the Lilia.
If not kill, she can poke them down so that they have to retreat back and Team Mountain Dew can gain some kind of team advantage, because right now the Hylos and the Xbox are having a free time trying to provide that front line that the Lilia and the Lunox and the Martins need. Look at that positioning coming in from Hylos. Really, really nice.
Wow, that is true. Looks like the inhibitor has been taken from the bot lane. This is looking bad for Team Mountain Dew right now. They just popped up an inhibitor without a lord. So it could be possible if they split push and if they actually manage to get a clear. Oh, the black shoes already coming in. Looks like Lilia will be the one using her ultimate very early on. On the other hand, it is the super minions going in towards the bot lane. And the lord will be up in just few seconds.
This is going to be a really interesting fight. I mean, Mountain Dew should not gamble this. The Eden giving a 2-man knockup, but no one to follow up. Look at the damage coming in from Leslie Peachy.
Oh, that is true. Look at that. Oh, Lilia. Oh. Leslie, it is unstoppable for her. She is going very, very hard on that. But wait a minute, the avatar of Guardian used it on the Natalia. Natalia is not even there in the game, but it's okay. Xbox still going in with the fiery blast that he has for a skill 1. But no, looks like they will be backing off for now.
Martis, what are you doing? That is not the place you need to be. That was a really bad decision considering the Lord is up. The X-bot forcing him to use the flicker. I mean, this is a really easy Lord for Team Mountain Dew. They should just go for it because their hyper is down. If you mess this up, then I am not really sure what to be said after that.
That is true. Look, the Lord, it is already in low HP right now. There is no Martis for that to battle it out. Looks like it will be the Zast taking in. But on the other hand, Lulu goes in with her ultimate and managed to get a kill. But Leslie, look at her. She is all online now. She is there dishing out damage as in a very safe position as well.
I mean, look at the jungle. She's just trying to annoy the Xbox. She does not want to leave him alone. Also, I want to mention another fact that this was exactly that happened into the last game. The coming in from Team Mountain Dew single-handedly made them change the whole game, and I think this is happening yet again. But they still need to be a bit more careful because one team engage from Team Bloodline Cosmics, it can be really difficult, but the damage from the Changa and the Zask is way too annoying to deal with.
I do agree with you, Yumena. Look at that. The Avatar of Guardian connecting on to 2 people, but no, the last insanity, it is already on to the Leslie because they know Bloodline Cosmic because it is the Leslie who is providing a lot of damage. On the other hand, it is the Gatot Kacha trying to escape from the wrath of Hylos, but no, Hylos just changed the target and Changi will be safe for now.
I mean, that's so funny to watch having a high loss chase you around. But speaking about that, that was a good jump coming in from Gato, but unfortunately it just landed on one person. Team Mountain Dew were not able to get that inhibitor. Unfortunately, we do see the Hylos trying to get off some kind of set for their team, looking to get the second tier tower, but Changi will be using her meteor shower and clearing the lane of Man TG. Both the teams in a very tight situation right now.
Oh, that is true. On the other hand, Leslie is all farming up along with Zask and even Change. Apparently, if Change does not use a meteor shower on the high loss, so I think they do have a chance to win it. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like the decimation already going in. It won't be doing much. The black shoes coming in from Lilia. She will be surviving, but no, looks like the correct use of meteor shower has finally set in from the Change.
Man, I mean, Team Bloodline Cosmics are getting caught off in very, very odd positions. The first was Martis and now the Lilia. They need to be patient. Yes, the game is in their hands. Still, look at the goal difference, man. But They need to be a bit patient. The Lord will be spawning in just around 25 seconds. They cannot throw this off now.
Oh, but on the other hand, look at Team Mountain Dew. They are all swarmed up on the bot lane. 3 man down just to clear 3 of the minions. I wait a minute. You know, Zask with that spawn as well. He managed to take down a turret, but it is just not enough right now. You know, the Lord will be up so soon, and if Martis can actually take the Lord before the Zask comes in, I think it will be easier for them.
Did you see the position coming in from Hylos? He was already ready for the enemy to come in. I mean, they do know where the team is. It's just a matter of second on what the Leslie is able to pull out for Mountain Dew, along with the meteor shower, I must say.
And that is true. And the Dominator's descent as well. Look at that. It has been popped already. And the damage coming in from Leslie, it is very, very, very much. But Leslie is still trying to dish out damage in a very safe position. Looks like that will be the high loss, the first victim of Leslie. Leslie uses a flicker, trying to be in a very safe position. The last insanity coming in from Xbox as well. It is a double kill picked up by the Leslie. And even the Lunox picking up double kill as well.
Shaggy using the meteor shower but will not be enough to get the kill onto the Martyrs. Way too tanky, unfortunately. Man, the Leslie is trying to be a game changer. I think she needs to be more into the team fights rather than, having to recall and defend the base. They need her damage on this Lord. The Xbox already trying to chip down the Lord's HP. We do see the Martyrs and the Lunox trying to get in some kind of zone or vision for their team. Task dancing around the Lord. Will he be able to get the Lord? I am not really sure, Peachy.
That is true. The Lord dance is all set. The Dominator's descent. This is an early Dominator's descent, sir. I really don't know what you up to. The ultimate snipe coming in from Leslie. It will be revealing a lot of possession because 4 of them, they are already swarmed up in just one bush. Pretty strong. But on the other hand, an early meteor shower as well. Mountain Dew. Why are you guys using your ultimate very early on?
I am not really sure. Maybe the panic is setting in. The Zaz was in a good position. I'm not sure why did he take a 360 right there. He could have just used his nightmaric spawn to poke down the damage. Meanwhile, Lilia trying to be cheeky onto the bot lane against a Leslie PG.
That is true. Lilia, I think she's doing a work of a marksman, and that just rendered the Leslie to go back in the base. On the other hand, the Lord is still up, but no one. Oh no! Wait a minute, what? Lilia single-handedly takes down Sask on herself. It is a very big, but on the other hand, it is easy for the Leslie.
I mean, a mage bought the jungler really nice engaged. Look at the Leslie using her first skill camouflage to just go and poke down the enemies. Lord, really low. And a 4-man knockup coming in from the Lord along with the Gato. A very questionable meteor shower coming in from the Change PG.
I do agree with you. I really don't know where Change is aiming, but Martis, he is trying to run for his life, and 2 people chasing him down. That is pretty big. But on the other hand, Leslie in the top lane, she manages to take a double kill. The meteor shower again being missed. Martis would actually survive it out. He still have his immortality, so I think he can survive this. There you go. He's going in, but it will be the Sask taking him down.
What is happening, Chenge? Like, I'm not sure, but that was quite funny to watch. Meanwhile, the Lord marching down from the bot side for Team Mountain Dew. The Leslie looking quite dangerous. I mean, they need to play around the Leslie right now. She is the only winning factor for them as of now, along with, I'm going to mention it again, if the meteor shower lands properly onto the team fight. Meanwhile, the Zaz just trying to get his buff minions marching down from the top lane. I just want to see a really beautiful 5-man ult from Gatokichi.
Oh, pretty good ultimate, but Lilia would be surviving out right now. But she doesn't have her black shoes anymore, and she really has to wait it out few seconds before she goes into the team fight. Because in the previous team fight, we did see her using a black shoes in a very good manner, but she was always getting off. Catching off guard. It was always the Leslie pinning her down and taking her back to the base. With that, Xborg is still there trying to zone them out. I really have to say, Humana, the last lot was pretty waste from the side of Team Bloodline Cosmic. Even though they managed to get it, they did not do anything.
I mean, they did get caught in a very bad post-objective team fight. They should just have focused on retreating, but they did, counter-engage the Kacha. Oh, no.
Yo, what is happening right now? Again, the team fight has broken up in the mid lane. Looks like the Xbox going in with the last insanity. Leslie coming in with he will be there in a very safe position because it was always the Xbox catching her off guard.
Man, that was really bad coming in from the ghetto. I mean, of course you have the Xbox stalling you, but you need to know that the enemy team is quite near. The meteor shower still goes to waste yet again, and getting caught off trying to face check the bush alone was not a right decision. Meanwhile, team Bloodline Cosmics trying to take the advantage. They should just go for the Lord right now. The minions are marching down onto the base of Mountain Dew. They will have to retreat. Do you think the Zask is going to have a cheeky play and try to contest it? Should he contest it? I don't think so.
He should actually do it because his retribution is on a stronger side because I did see him winning against a Martis. On the other hand, Martis who just lost all of his power spike. Oh, wait a minute, it is Leslie going in and he just managed to take down the high note. They are still going in. Looks like it is a shutdown for the Leslie. Oh, Leslie has been picked off. This is what I was waiting for. On the other hand, Sask, he is also going in with his Dominator's Descent as well.
Man, that was way too deep. The Zask was quite lucky to be saved from that situation. He was way too deep near the blue buff. The Lord marching down from the top side. The meteor shower yet again, quite questionable. Meanwhile, Team Bloodline Cosmics will be looking down to march down from the mid lane, trying to get this mid inhibitor. The way Lord going to waste yet again. And an unstoppable from Changa.
Damn, Chang'e in a very good position. On the other hand, it is the Zask picking off the Lilia, but Lilia with the black shoe, she will be getting an extra health line there. On the other hand, as you mentioned, yes, Humana, another waste Lord. I really thought that the Bloodline Cosmic, they will be coming towards the Lord and trying to get at least the go inside the crystal and maybe end it. But no, that was just not the case. They are a little slow right now, I have to say.
You know what, Peachy? I think I have to give one thing to Mountain Dew is that right after the team manages to get the lot, they are trying to look for those pickups because they know it will be really difficult for them to defend against a full 5-man comp coming in from Team Bloodline Cosmics. So yes, that is a very smart decision, but right now maybe they should focus on trying to ambush either one of their team members, because if they are looking for a team fight, it's going to be very difficult because you know how fast the Lilia and the Lunox can melt down the Dominator's Descent coming in from the Zask, and the Changa is just an open food for them.
I do agree with you, Yumena, but on the other hand, even the Leslie, she has been creating a havoc in the. Oh, wait a minute! The Firaga armor just got melted by just only meteor shower. Pretty strong coming in. He was, he had to use up his flicker as well.
That was a really good waste of resource that Team Mountain Dew was able to pressure onto Bloodline Cosmics. The Lord yet again is going to be up in 20 seconds. I really need Team Mountain Dew to come online and give us that play that we are looking for, Peachy. Just one ult, Gato. Just one.
Come on, look at them. They are swarming up all three members towards their the glorious pathway being used up. The Firaga armor is still up. Oh, the avatar of Guardian being used, trying to escape. That was a pretty good escape coming in, but it is the Change picking off the Loon already just before the Lord fight. On the other hand, Team Bloodline Cosmic, they really need to pick off Leslie right now because Leslie is the one being a very nuisance to them.
The Chang'e is also giving out really bad damage. Look at that meteor shower chipping off the egg bot. The Gato trying to get a kill onto the exo near the Lord fight. It does not look good for Cosmic Bloodline right now.
Yes, that is true. Look at Gatotkacha as well. He is very low. On the other hand, the Lord Dance is all up from both the sides. And they are trying to, gather around as well. But right now, Martes, he is not doing much. He is all offline. And, both the teams managed to drag it towards the late game where Leslie is going to shine. And right now, I'm looking at Changi as well with the Meteor Shark pulling off the Firaga armor of Xbox without any hesitation.
I know, and Martin just forced Zask to use his Dominator's Descent. He should be going on for the Lord because without his ultimate, I don't think they can be contesting this Lord right now. Look at the position. Change knows that Martinez is in that bush. He just retreated from there, and the High Loss trying to give some kind of opening for their team. Man, the Edith and the Gato need to do something. I think the Gato is standing in position trying to look to land like a ultimate of some sort.
That is true. Oh, looks like Lilia will be taking that blue buff off the just no hesitation. Look at that. Oh, okay. Gatotkacha, you're going in strong. Xbox, he really needs to back off right now. Another meteor shower being wasted. I think we really should not mention how Changi is using up a meteor shower. On the other hand, Lilia has been picked off by the Leslie, who is going strong on her damage. The decimation won't do much right here because it has already been used up. The last insanity coming in with the flicker. The counter flicker all set coming in from Leslie will be the saving grace for her.
Man, very, very scattered team fights coming in. I mean, good follow-up from Team Bloodline Cosmics. I mean, this can be a free Lord for them. They should definitely go for the Lord because you have the Chang'e down onto this Team Mountain Dew right now, and that was not a really good decision for them to do. Also, did you see Chang'e was just caught in between two people right there?
Yes, that is true, human. I don't know what Change is doing. On the other hand, the Lord dances up. Lunox using up her light form brilliance, trying to escape it out. She is full HP right now, along with a immortality on the hand. Oh, wait a minute. It is Leslie picking, almost picking up the Lunox in a very bad position, but the ultimate snipe lands on the High Lords. She will be taking down the High Lords, and this will be rendering Bloodline Cosmic for 4 men down.
I'm not sure if I missed something, but Team Bloodline Cosmics were in the advantage. That's getting executed by the Lord. What is this match? Where is this match going? I mean, that was quite an easy Lord. What happened right there? So Leslie's damage coming in very strong. Look at her KDA. She's 15 to 4. 15 to 4. Carrying half of her team on her shoulders, man. Someone needs to protect her.
Oh, that is true. But also Leslie, she is playing in a distance. I really have to say that's how Leslie should be played. On the other hand, Lilia trying to dish in damage. Oh, wait. Eden, where is your Athena shield? Where is your radiant armor? Are you kidding me? You're just going directly off Lilia? Oh, but wait a minute. I think she will be in trouble. Leslie trying to chase them out. A 3-man chase going towards Lilia. Her black shoes has been used already. So another meteor shower has been missed by Changya, and I really don't want to say again about that.
Well, the Lilia should have retreated towards the side of the Litho. I'm not really sure why did she try to take a detour towards two people of Team Mountain Dew, but that gave them a really free opening for Lunox to chip down the Lord yet again. Another Lord going to waste. I mean, I'm not really sure what's happening at this point because both the teams are playing in quite a panic, making small mistakes that they shouldn't be doing. This could have been like an easy tier 3 tower for Team Mountain Dew if they wouldn't have chased the Lilia right there.
I do agree with you, Jimena. And they managed to pull this game to 31 minutes. Look at the countdown. Oh, wait a minute. The glorious pathway coming in, all set. But the blue buff will be taken down already. But by the Zask. But look at that. Zask is all confident. He does not have the immortality up, but he does have a Thunderbell. Oh, the Dominator's Descent going in towards the top lane. Along with Dominator's Descent, the Avatar of Guardian follows up. The light form has been used. On the other hand, Change is all active pushing in. Oh, the decimation doing his job, and it will be the Sask going down in the hands of Martis.
What was the thought process coming in from Zaz? That was not quite good because only one of his team member was available for follow-up. Meanwhile, the glorious pathway being used by Hyalot will be looking to chase down, but Team Bloodline Cosmics will decide to retreat. Man.
A good decision coming in from Team Mountain Dew right now because they are all playing again, around Leslie as well as the Change. But it is just not enough. Leslie, she was almost caught there in a bad position. It was just the Team Bloodline Cosmic did not choose to go chase the Leslie. On the other hand, the minions are all coming in. They are trying to clear it up. The meteor shower being used up already. I think it is a good meteor shower coming in because the minions are all gone right now.
To agree, I mean, Team Bloodline Cosmics were looking to end the match with this minion wave, but they know that they cannot. So, really good decision going in straight for the 32-minute lot. I mean, this is the first time I've seen a 32-minute lot in a tournament match. Personally, Daggy has to retreat back. Leslie trying to get in. That is a really nice ultimate, but Gato, you are alone. Oh no, Edith, Peachy, what is going on?
Look at that, the meteor shower coming in. It does this damage, but it is just not enough because it is very scattered right now. Looks like the retribution will be all set coming in from Martis, but no, Edith goes in. Looks like it will be the first kill for Edith. The light form being used up, but no, she will be in a grave danger. The immortality being popped off Lunox, and with that, Winter Crown as well. But it is all waste. And Leslie, look at Leslie right now. She is so low, but she is still standing strong.
They did manage to get the law, Team Bloodline Cosmics, but at what cost? That was a really good ultimate from Gato, but they had to sacrifice the Lord for that. Man, I'm not really sure. The Exorb is still up, the Lilia is still up. They both still have the potential of melting down. The Leslie, she looks in a very bad position.
Actually, if Xbox had flickered, it would be an end of Leslie. Oh, wait a minute. Ultimate snipe coming in from Leslie. It will be taking down the Xbox right there. But oh, the black shoes coming in on the right position. The Earthquake Shatter does not connect to anyone. But on the other hand, Lilia backs off right now. Oh, the minions are all in. The meters are coming in. But the minions does their job. And since it is 30 minutes already in, it is the enhanced minions. And there we go.
Super minions for the win. The super minions for the win. That was very unfortunate. I was so invested in the Leslie and Xborg matchup that I completely forgot about the minions marching down from the bot lane. Both the teams were having this skirmish. Man, I mean, if Edith would have been on the gold lane, or maybe a different tank for a frontliner or a healer in that aspect, maybe they could have done something, because the Edith was not really able to soak up the damage. She does not have the radiant armor. You have two melting mages onto the side of Team Bloodline Cosmics. Not really sure about that, but really nice gameplay. Kudos to the Leslie. She managed to drag the game to 34 minutes, but I would have to say congratulations, Team Bloodline Cosmics. Really nice gameplay coming in from you guys. Really nice draft. And Peachy, before we leave, your last words.
Oh my god, a 35 minutes game and the minions ending. What a way to end the matches. Look at that. With that, we are coming to an end, but tomorrow we will be back with good matches as well. So bring in your friends as well. Do like and subscribe and enjoy. This was Royal Rumble Showdown Season 1. Signing off.
अरे रुको भाई, अरे रुको।